Hey, ladies and gents. Good morning to you. Good morning. Welcome to the weekend, the Saturday edition of A Different View. Sometimes y'all see me post up on the on the podcast page there, and even on my Facebook page, where we like to give little titles to these things, depending upon the day. It's cool sometimes just to get through the day here. We're not going to take too long on this, guys, because we're just going to continue on these points. Talking about intercultural marriage. Because I want to put to bed this thing and then we can move on. It's just too much for last time. So we're gonna take a little journey. Not too long today. I don't want to overflood the mind, y'all, because again, the first bunch of episodes here, we hit it pretty hard, y'all. And I know folks got time and they got life and they got stuff. And while they would love to listen, so every once in a while you're going to see me do shortened versions of these things. There are some times where we'll just have a good, nice hike, if you will. But going forward, we're going to try to hit little snippets. So with that said, we're going to start off here. We said there were 6 points. We might get to 3. Somewhere in there, 2 maybe, just to keep the train rolling here. So the thought, this is the thought. So the thought that changing churches will help. Now again, this minister in this message here, that Pastor Fred Price had, who is no longer with us, rest in peace. Powerful person. Anybody helping in society, folks. Even more so your ministers and folks like that, that are really trying to help. See, again, the ones fleecing everybody for money, we ain't got time for y'all. Okay, we that superficial garbage, we ain't got time for no more. Again, I know there's the defenses in the mind. So shouldn't a minister get paid? Yeah, you ought to get paid. Of course you ought to get paid. Talking about this prosperity thing and folks throwing checks on church steps as altars and all this weird impropriety. That's the best way of saying it, guys and gals. That's really what it was. You get paid for what you do. That's the problem. In greed is constantly throwing the water on the fire of getting paid for what you do because they want your money. But if you just sending a whole bunch of fluff my way and you really ain't giving me nothing of substance, me and my family can go home through the week and take it and run with it. Yeah, I'm good. I don't need that. There's no more time for that, man. Just to sit there, we sing some songs. Again, nothing wrong with the songs. We go through the service. We learn more about the people in the church sitting next to the pew to us. Turn to your left, turn to your right, tell your brother, your sister, whatever it is. We get all that, right? But again, this thing is deep. Life is deep, and what you learn about, whether it be for 15, 20, 30 minutes, 40, 50, an hour, is real. Hey guys, again, we talking about everything you do. We talked about this in other episodes. It's the Bible talking about this. What you do is supposed to give you profit, and if it ain't, you better reanalyze and renew that thing, man, because it's not. Nope. So here we go. So on that idea, the thought that changing churches will help this whole issue as far as solving racial issues and stuff, and I just put the word no. Because it won't, okay? It won't. You know why? Because people are people. It's the same thing moving from state to state, which is why it's so horrible. The way they playing with the money, y'all, where the beach is and where all of the stores are. Because you go to some of these rural areas, man, you is driving for a store, man. You are driving. And they give you all kind of excuses. See, they had no problem going out to Cali when there was nothing there. Think about this, y'all. See, again, there's a lot of defenses in the mind. People are doing what they so choose. Folks are doing exactly what they damn well choose to do, if I'm just going to be blunt about it. And this is what you got. This is what you got. This ain't supposed to be like this, man. So you got these rural areas. Ain't no stores nowhere. And they know this, so what do? Because again, of supply and demand, and as soon as a human is involved in some stuff, the thing goes sideways. I know what your financial folks and your economists, as the word go, I get it. See, again, you when they start talking to you, there's some truth there, but you understand the name of the game is to keep this thing going the way it is. Because these same folks been talking this same mess since Lord knows when economy got popular enough to talk about. Because again, they hid the info. They want to make sure they get their bread first before you do. But we got to hide a little bit of information, so you really don't know where to put your savings, and you really don't know what to, everything got to be mystical. Yeah, when it comes to that money, of course it got to be mystical, because it can't be for you. It's got to be for someone else. Anyway, so no, to answer the question, yeah, changing churches ain't gonna change a thing, because it's in the hearts and minds of people. That'd be like changing towns. It's talking about this, it's a shame. And newsflash, y'all, unless they change this thing around where it's livable, right? For the folks on the coast to live in the coast, y'all in the middle, you better get ready. Y'all better don't hold the butt cheeks too tight, man. Oh man, the mess is coming, Hey, this is, they come into your neighborhoods and this, that, and the other, and the country meets the city, y'all. Because again, you can't turn up rent prices to $2,000+ You also see some of this stuff. Go look on Realtor, look on Zillow, look all the stuff where the apartmenthouses.com. We got commercials on TV now for homes and houses.com. Y'all go look at these prices. Where do you think people are moving to? Where do you think people moving to? See, again, unless you got a bag already set, you got some money set. But for the folks who didn't do that or weren't fortunate enough for that, and they playing games with who can and can't make money, oh yeah, you don't stand it. This is what I'm saying. If you like where you are, you like where you live, you like your neighborhood, you better stand up and say something. You better be involved. That's why a lot of these neighborhoods still stay the way they are for the most part. And that's why people go nuts when folks try to move in. Now, again, are they doing it out of balance? You darn tootin'. just to not get too colorful with the language. Yeah, they, and again, that's what you should be doing in your own towns. You don't want drugs and stuff like this. He's sitting here doing this stupid mess about interracial stuff, but y'all don't want to think, yeah, you're right, you should stand up and say something. That's the problem. Ain't nobody doing it on the stuff that really means something. So you're going to keep the guns in your community, you're going to keep the drugs in your community, you're going to keep the violence in your community and the rape and all of it. You're going to have it all because you won't stand up to say nothing. As a collective, we ain't talking 1 and 2 people. That's not how this works. They ain't doing it 1 and 2 people. They have a whole mass of people. You didn't see one person storm the Capitol January 6th, did you? Well, hey, you feel about this way, you go. Hey. Yeah, I hope y'all saw in the news here, and these are articles you can look online. Sweden joined NATO, y'all. You cannot stay neutral. Guys, we're talking about misnomers in life, man. Neutral is not what you think it is. You pick the side when you pick neutral. You see what I'm saying? They're the haves and the have-nots, y'all. This is how the game works. Now, you want to tell me you create a society where the have-nots can have something? That's a whole other topic. But this idea now, we ain't getting involved. Yeah, okay. You already said you not getting involved by saying you not getting involved. And guess who else don't get involved to help those who have been disparaged in life? That would be the ones who don't get involved. Oh man, yeah, changing churches ain't gonna help because the mess is inside the people that are in the churches. The folks have a problem with racism and have a problem with people's cultures. And again, we're talking about being honest. They in the church, they praise and hallelujah, and at the end of the day, they hate their brother and sister of another culture. That's what it is, man. It's what has historically been. It was what was addressed in the Bible between different occasions with Peter and Saint Peter and Saint Paul. For my Catholic brothers and sisters, for my for my apostolic and my charismatic and all, other. See, this is what I'm talking about with Christians, man. These denominations, y'all. Hey, Saint Peter in Saint Andrew's Church is also Saint Peter in First Baptist Church of whatever town you in. Hey, drop the divisions, man. Drop these divisions. They're being used to pick you apart. Oh boy, they being used to pick you apart, and people seeing it, they don't want nothing to do with you. They don't want a thing to do with you because they know you're full of fluff. You full of fluff. There ain't no substance there. You sitting there. This was my great grandpappy's church. Who cares about family? See, you got family stuff set up on the wrong thing. Is it built on solid ground? What was grandpappy talking about back then? Because I could tell you what they was. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. This is morning time and your boy will get going there. My apologies. But yeah, no. Much respect to everybody's ancestors, okay, who have passed on from this life and everything. But guys, everything they was talking about ain't the truth, man. I don't, you had to sit there and battle sexism and racism and abuse of the worker and everything. That was the high point of life for our great great grandparents. Oh yeah, man, this land was all messed up. So everything that you get down from there, yeah, there's a lot of truth there, but there's some tainted water in that mess you drinking. Yeah. Oh, you got to put your mental Brita filter on that thing when you drinking it because it's too tainted. It's too tainted, man. So, all right, point number two. Yeah, no, changing the church won't help. Changing your town won't help. What'll help is people getting a hold of the thing and making safe places and safe havens for people who switch and go to different places to be able to live in peace. It's a shame watching folks trying to live and make life in new places they go, and folks make it harder for them. So it wasn't harder for you. Why would you make it harder for somebody else? And see, normally when people talking about these defenses in the mind, no, you see, I had to work for what I got. Most of the stuff people get, they inherit from someone else. Stop the hoax. Stop the hoax. Yeah, you want to tell me that you put a little bit of work into, see, we're talking about thinking more highly than you ought to think. You hear it in people's speeches. No, but by the grace of God, there go I. People got the thing backwards. Whatever you inherited, whatever you got, whatever you work with, it could have not been yours, just the same as it was for so many people living on these lands that it was taken from them. Y'all, come on, talking to me about hard work. No. That's a lie from the adversary of humanity, y'all. And those who have bought into it. I'm sorry for who that offends. No, my hard work's supposed to profit me, and I'm not talking about the chump change check I get every 2 weeks. Oh boy, man. That thing ought to be increased all the time. Places where you ought to put your money to get profit ought to be increased all the time. The same way your boss at the end of the year, they flash it on TV, these bosses of these corporations. How much did you get? 30%? And what about you? I got a 10% buffer in my blah, 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 blah. And you hear it all the time on the news. They throw it in your face. See, here's another thing, y'all. The enemy, when we say enemy, we're talking about those who really don't care about us, right? Those who smile in the face, again, as the OJs say in the song Backstabbers, all the time want to take your place. Lord knows you got a whole bunch of folks like that. They got that cheesy smile. Like, you seen that Purge, when the Purge movies was really popular, right? They came out with that U.S. edition one, right? How apropos, huh? We just going around killing each other. Matter of fact, they got laws against you doing this. We still go around killing each other, but I digress. You got this thing and the face has got this big old smile. You know what I mean? That's one of the Purge masks they would wear when they're going around chopping up bodies and whatnot. Yeah, same thing. They got the big old cheesy smile on their face, little laugh, no substance, don't really care about you, don't give a damn about you. And here we are. That's a problem, y'all. That's a problem. So, the second one here, and then we'll again, like I said, we're gonna keep it short. We ain't trying to go ham with this because this is kind of an opening. Again, you either want it, you either want something or you don't. That's the story of the minister teaching his kids Now, there was some beeps that you heard, right? Every time that he'd say a name, this, that, and the other, there'd be a name beeped out because past the price. Again, we're trying to do things in love here. We ain't trying to drop the bomb on everybody. You know what I mean? Because again, people get caught off on the wrong thing. See, another one of the defenses in the mind is too much detail. I don't unless the detail is helping me further along the story. I don't need to know all this mess. I don't need to know what color drawers the person had on at the time they were doing it. Did it match their socks? Like, was their haircut a certain? I don't care about all that. What is the real stuff I need to know on the topic? That's it. I don't need to know everything. That's what got Adam and Eve in trouble, chasing after something where they just had to know everything. You ain't got to know everything. You need to know what is necessary. There's a difference. There's a difference. Now, we ain't obtaining knowledge just to obtain it. We obtaining it to use it. That's where you start seeing certain things like certain words in the Bible coming like knowledge and understanding and wisdom. A lot of those things are spoken and were written down in the idea and their definition of the application of certain things. So unless I'm applying it a certain way for results that profit me, I don't need to know all this mess. So the minister sitting here teaching his kids not to date other cultures. Lord in heaven, I don't. That's where we gonna stop right there, y'all, because this a biggie. This is a biggie, guys. If you, again, we talking about the racial divide and all this, man. If you don't want it, guess what you do? Guess what you do? If you want people to come together, you gonna have to know these people. You gonna have to embrace their pain, y'all. It can't be this. Well, I'm trying to save me and do this. No, all of these things can be accomplished together on certain levels here. Again, we're all one human race. When you attack an attack on one's an attack on all, y'all, how about that? See, again, also having a heart open to understand when somebody say something is foul in somebody's culture, whether it be Irish, German, Italian, French, Portuguese, Spanish, Filipino, Kenyan, Nigerian, Nepal, Lord help me, Cuban, Haitian, Jamaican. Like, the point, guys and gals, is we all on this plane to doing right together. And because there was groups of people who threw off that balance, you got to talk about that mess. This is not the time to be like, oh wait, Uncle Joey did what to Susan? Wait, you mean our niece Susan from that side of the family? He did what? No, there ain't no way he could have did that, man, because, Joey did. Yeah, when you start doing that kind of talk, how is that helping niece Susan? That. And then when she get older now and don't talk to Uncle Joey now, you like, no, man, you can't, Susan, come on, man, you can't believe he's a really nice guy. Yeah, tell that to Susan as she was, what, you know what? See, again, tell that to her when she dealing with her pain Uncle Joey did to her. How about that? Man, but see, again, when that love wax cold, yeah, you don't put yourself there no more. You ain't meek no more, right? We talked about this word. That word meek is dealing with the ability to be empathetic and put yourself in a place, humbling yourself to understand somebody else's stuff, man. You got to be driven to love to do that kind of thing. Because most people, you greedy. I don't care about what you're going through about me. You'll never repair this thing. You'll never repair the harms that have been done here. Again, separate topic talking about what the person who was done wrong needs to do as compared to the restitutive part that the one doing the wrong to the person needs to do. It's two separate topics, y'all. The person hurt and what they have to do to heal is a different subject than what the person did the wrong to someone needs to do to make it right. Okay? Hey. So, and again, we all get mad at certain scenarios. Don't get mad at the scenarios. This is what's necessary for peace. If one group of person don't want to do something, guess what? We all ain't got to, and again, my black brothers and sisters, we all ain't got to sit here and be mad. Pissed off all day long, leave. That's what they wanted, right? That's what hey, y'all, let's be real now. This is what they want. They don't want you around. They showing you in their actions. Again, got the smile on the face. Yeah, no, we love everybody. Yeah, Jesus love it. Yeah, suffer not the little children to come unto me. Yeah, okay. We'll see how real y'all about that. You don't see no Christians standing up for them innocent. Hey, we going there, guys. This is, again, like I said, this is where we're gonna stop and have my little deal here, and then we're gonna go on. You don't see Christians standing up signs saying, "Hey, stop the innocent child killing over in Palestine. It's just for Israel." Well, whoa! I thought it was for everybody. Oh man, yeah, we going there, guys, because it's time to stop partiality, and you got to call it out publicly. This idea, like one of these things that happened with this minister and this other minister, was this idea that you got to have the conversation of the wrongs that were done and occurred behind the scenes. Well, wait, when he had this message sent to his congregants, that wasn't done behind the scene. This thing was recorded on tape, passed out for people to purchase. Hello now. Are we giving money to... See, and this is what people been doing. You giving your time and your resources to that which does not care about you. Why would you do that? That's got nothing to do with addressing keeping this planet, y'all. That's got something to do with addressing and keeping their part of the planet. But that's not the... That's not the directive given from God to us, to humans. It's everywhere. Anyway. Yeah, no. Changing churches ain't going to help your situation. And please stop teaching your kids about this garbage, man. You know, y'all worried about transgender and homosexual stuff and, you know, sexual purity and all that kind of... Can you put that one in the doctrine that you're teaching them too, please? Could we? It's okay who you date, no matter what culture. Yeah, daddy and mommy might have a preference for you, but it's your choice at the end. How about that, y'all? That person got to love you. That person got to take care of you. It don't matter who or where they come from. End of story. End of story. The idea is for you to show a thing to your babies and then go from there. This control thing only leads to some very serious heartache for them and you. Because now you got to watch your baby in pain while you sitting there talking about, yeah, I don't want my son being no ballet artist. What he doing on with a tutu and he flipping around, and that ain't what a man's supposed to do. Hey, y'all. Oh man, no, my wife just supposed to sit at home and pop them babies out every time I lay with her. That's it, you know. Every time we have sex, that's all that's supposed to happen. She ain't, she a boss over what? They ain't supposed to be doing that. This is this garbage people. Again, before folks get in anything, to each y'all's own what you think. To each your own. You know, we just saying the unnecessary damage you're doing to your kids, man. I don't teach them this garbage. You let that mess go with you. Let it be buried with you. And that you had no part in furthering the division of the cultures down here on the planet, that you helped to preserve it from that mess. Keep it from that mess. And it ain't always in marrying inside your same cultures. We'll continue on. We got 4 more. Hopefully on the next time we'll knock out the other 4. Thank y'all for joining in with me today. Thank y'all for walking the road. I know the road gets rocky, but it is a blessed road just the same. I'm thankful I have the chance to talk about a lot of these things. You know, that we're on the platform to do it. Shout out to Spotify podcasters for giving the platform to do it. Again, the word don't get out there unless you let the word get out there. So, much love to y'all. Like, you'll hear me sign off on much of my stuff on Facebook. One love, one time for humanity. We in Women's History Month. Shout out to the women. Shout out to the women, y'all. Just as important as men. We both got an assignment to do. So, and respected as such. So, that's what I got for y'all today. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Saturday. If it's sunny where you are, enjoy the sun. If it's raining where you're at, you know, don't get wet or snowing, wherever your weather might be, you know. Soak in that which is, drinking as much as you can from that which the great designer has made for us down here. Let's have fun in the process, y'all. Huh? Thank you very much. we will talk to you guys soon. And as always, look to find the beauty in a different view.